What's up, guys? Thought I'd come on here and talk about the latest 3 free agent deals that were signed today across MLB and how that affects the Braves. I honestly could have seen all 3 of these guys in a Braves uniform, but I also see why not. First of all, the most intriguing one probably is 3 years, $38 million for Clay Holmes, who intends to be a starting pitcher. And 3 years, 38 is definitely comparable to Ronaldo Lopez last year. The only difference is Ronaldo Lopez had previous experience as a starter. Although I think the Braves are going to have to be creative in this way with starting pitching if we're going to add starting pitching that's not internal or a trade, obviously. But we're going to have to be creative in that way. But this one scares me a little bit in that Clay Holmes has never started. Ronaldo did at periods in his career, so he had some experience, so it won't be a complete transition. But Clay Holmes has great stuff. Not a bad contract, 12.6 per year. Like it for the Mets, but a 6-man rotation. We'll see how that one goes. But they've added Frankie Montas, $17 million over 2 years, and Clay Holmes $338. And plus, if it doesn't work out, he can still go into 7th, 8th inning where he succeeded best last year after the closer role kind of imploded on him. So Swiss Army knife type for the Mets. I like it. And I thought that's what the Braves could do, especially with not having Joe Jimenez probably for the year with his shoulder issue. The other deals were Shane Bieber back with the Guardians, 1 year, $14 million with a club option, player option for 2026 at $16 million. The only catch here is Shane Bieber will be out half of 2025 as he recovers from Tommy John surgery. And I think that's maybe where the Braves balked. Obviously, he had multiple offers, and so did Clay Holmes, so we don't know if we were one, and they just chose a different path for their career. But with Spencer Strider on that path of not knowing when he's coming back, we kind of need a sure thing and something that we're pretty sure is going to start on opening day for our rotation. So I think that's partially why Shane Bieber didn't seem like a fit, but I could also have seen him as a fit, but he's also a career Cleveland Indian / Guardian. So that, another pitcher off the market there. And then Danny Jansen signed a 1 year, $8.5 million deal. Catcher with the Tampa Bay Rays. I think that's a really good get for Tampa and their pitching staff. He's a good guy on both sides, can give you a solid at-bat, but really good with pitchers. But if we weren't going to sign Travis for his 1 year, $8 million, we weren't going to spend an extra $500,000 for a guy like Danny Jansen. Maybe you get a cheaper guy, or you go with Chadwick Trump until you think Drake Baldwin's ready, depending on how the trade market in the offseason goes for us. Whether Drake is a trade piece, I don't know. But I think Sean Murphy is going to take the bulk of the load, and he did that his last season with Oakland, and the seasons prior he had 135 starts behind the plate, I believe, so it's going to be something like that. But so Chadwick Trump could definitely take it, or Drake Baldwin could definitely see what he has learning behind Sean Murphy as well, or maybe a James McCann or something like that at a cheaper number. But those are the 3 deals today. Clay Holmes $338 with the Mets. Shane Bieber $114 with the Cleveland Guardians, and Danny Jansen, catcher, 1 year, $8.5 with the Tampa Bay Rays. And how it sets up for the Braves, obviously it's been pretty crickets, but just kind of analyzing the deal from top to bottom and see what happens. But as always, go Braves, champions forever. At least it's starting to crack a little bit. Hopefully Soto signs soon so we can get the floodgates open and the stove super hot. But hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, helps out a lot. Thanks, guys.